Greetings, family. If you are thrifting for repatriation, thrifting for relocation, thrifting to save for something that you've wanted to do for a long time, maybe a family vacation, then you want to keep this in mind. Look for areas in your community that may be having community yard sales. That could be an opportunity for you to put your items out that you're not using at the time, right? Especially things that may be expensive to ship or awkward to ship, like hair dryers, large picture frames, carvings, plant stands, stools, things like that. You want to think about utilizing those venues to serve your purpose. There was a community yard sale advertised in my community, right? So let's say I live maybe, I don't know, a half mile, quarter mile from where this community yard sale was advertised. I know that there is quite a bit of traffic that comes past the road where I live. So I decided that I checked the weather the night before and I'm like, you know what? It looks like the weather is going to be decent. So, whatever I'm doing with my online stores on my phone, I can do sitting outside with some of my items out there with me. And that's what I decided to do today. And it was really cool, actually. I got a much better response than I expected. I thought I might make about, I don't know, $100, like tops, like that was my goal. In fact, I made $400, like just sitting there, right? Getting rid of old things that I wasn't using. I took out some items and I didn't take out everything. I just took out a few things like some patio chairs, some shoes, some clothing, some household stuff, like wrenches that were still in the plastic that I wasn't using, things like that. And people kind of came by and looked. And what sold for me was plus size clothing. Actually, a lady bought a jacket off of my back that I had on. She was like, "That's really cute." I was like, "You want it?" She's like, "Yeah." I took it off and gave it to her, right? It was something that I had just kind of thrown on because I was cold. It's too small for me, but it's really beautiful. And I sold it to the sister, and she ended up buying a mirror. She bought a carving. Like she really just bought, supported. And then another woman came through and she bought up the Buddhas that I had that I'm not using or planning to take with me. She also bought my old Vans, sneakers that I wasn't using. So if you're open minded, like you'll just never know what you'll be willing to get rid of. Like I even had people like, "Do you have any jewelry?" Of course I have jewelry. If you've seen my Poshmark store, you know I have jewelry, but I didn't bring it out. So I'm like, well, if you're willing to stand here, I'll run in and get the jewelry. And I went and got my little container because I have everything separated and organized. And I took her the container of jewelry and she was very pleased with it. And she ended up buying two items from it, and they were some of the more expensive pieces. So it's an opportunity for you to be able to get rid of some things. So keep your eyes open. Check for community yard sales. If they're in your community, you want to participate. They may even be in a friend's community, right? I think we're getting a little bit of a fog here. They may even be in a friend's community. Take your items, load your car up and take them to your friends' community, your family members' community. Tell them to be on the lookout and get rid of those things that you really don't have a use for. So, this was my little tip for another way for you to repat, and to just be open-minded about different venues that you can use. It was a beautiful day. I was able to sit out there on my phone, load my items in my stores, respond to messages, and have people just drive by and look at what I had. And those people that drove by, that stopped and spoke to me and purchased from me, I also introduced them to my online platform. So it's also a way for you to get buyers who are going to buy from you and that are interested in your things to look at your items online and be exposed to them. Some people really are not aware of the online platform. So this is a way to be able to do that. So I do hope you found this tip useful. I hope that you will consider it and keep your eyes open and know that, if you can make money just sitting down, why not, right? just one of many ways. And as I come across things, as I discover things, I will continue to share. Blessings, and I'll see you in the next video.